2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, two teams begin a new journey. The beginning of the NBA regular season.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by my colleagues and my friends, my buds, Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight, it's the Houston Rockets as they'll be playing against the Los Angeles Lakers at Staples Center. Taking a look at the Lakers, they are hungry for a win here. Last season, they got swept by this team. 4 straight losses, something they haven't forgotten. And what a joy to behold opening night of a new NBA season. A fresh start for everybody, including us. Shaq, what are you looking forward to this year?
Well, some of the almost teams that couldn't get over the hump last year, I'm interested already to see if they've taken that next step. It's always interesting to see the young players and how they develop during the offseason. Were you partying or were you practicing?
Ooh, I like the party practice, the P or the P. But I'll tell you what, this is the time of optimism. Everyone says it's a fresh start at 0-0. We should all be in the mix, but that's not reality. But I like the optimism right now.
Yeah. Opening night, fresh start. Have you lost weight?
Yes, I have.
You look tremendous.
I really have. Thank you, Ernie.
Shaq, just a physical specimen. That's all I can say.
Is that a low blow, Ernie?
It was not, as a matter of fact. You look great. It's been, we had an off season, and here we are, and you look like you're in game shape.
Because I'm really optimistic about the question. Oh, you throw a big word, I throw a big word. Optimism, optimistic. So right now, you're still a big word.
That'll wrap it up as we take you courtside. Thank you so much for joining us. You do. You look great.
Yes, I lost 2 pounds over the whole summer.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the 4th member of our crew. On the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. Western Conference battles always fun. This time it's the Los Angeles Lakers intent on protecting home court. And they're starting off this season against the Houston Rockets team. Last year they were humiliated in their matchup, losing every game in 4 tries.
And this is the first of 3 games these two teams will play against one another this season.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the court. Taking a look at the Rockets. Harden out there with Williams. Then it's Pressure Bell. And it's Trevor Ariza. And it's Anderson in at the power forward position. Well, 2 words that feel awfully nice to say after a long summer. Chris, opening night.
You're right, Kevin. I love it, baby. Time to show and prove. No more wait. Let's kick this off right now.
When you watch the Rockets play, you can bet your house that they are going to see a lot of free throws. And Chris, not only does this team get to the line, but they also have a tendency to send their opponents there as well.
When they do get to the line at an alarming rate, this group has been in the top 3 of free throws attempted by teams for years now. They just know how to create contact.
Here's Capella following the basket by LeBron James. Capella kicks to Harden. Williams inside the line. Second chance effort. And it's Capella missing.
After 3 attempts, he has nothing to show for it.
Wade with it. He's picked up by Ariza. James kicks to Paul. Stolen by Harden. Anderson wide open. The Rockets with another miss.
After 4 shots, they are still without a man field goal.
Kicks it to George. Wade outside. Lays up the pick. Back to George. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by George. He has 5.
And they can up the ante a little bit there after that basket. I mean, they seem to gain more energy after each made bucket. Let's see if they try to really bust it open here.
Now here's Williams. Passes it to Harden. Houston moving it around. Good on the three-point shot. Williams has got his first 3 points of the game.
After falling short on their first 4 shots, they got one to go, and now they're 1 for 5 from the field.
Pass to George. Here's Zubac. Ariza covering. James dishes to George. Out to Wade. A three-pointers right on target.
After 5 shots, they're connected on 4, but exactly the start here.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, earlier I spoke with Mike D'Antoni. He said even though this was their first meeting of the year, he did not expect there to be a feeling out period between these teams. He said, we have a group of guys who can score and do it in a hurry. We're going to go right after them and test the defense early on. Looks like they're in attack mode, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks for filling us in there, David. Getting their offense sorted out is the priority here, guys.
And that's what typically drives them. So no big surprise there. They'll be expending most of their energy at the offensive end.
True, and it'll be interesting to see which sets they run. I mean, over the course of the game, because they have the talent and versatility to go in a number of ways. Smart idea. Immediately shoots over the smaller defender before helping.
Ball outside. To the inside. Wade against Williams. Wade hits the bucket. Wade's got his second basket of the night.
His explosiveness going to the rack. Ridiculous.
Anderson with the screen for Williams. He makes that one drop. Only a second and 5 tries.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big ball.
Strong fundamentals right there. He didn't consider the height disadvantage too long. Instead, he just went right at him, sunk it in his career. In the face.
Here is Harden following the bucket by the Lakers. Beyond the arc. And another 3 for Houston.
You got to D up Harden from the perimeter early. I mean, if you don't, he will make you pay dearly.
And we see the growth of the three-point shooting big man, the stretch 4, if you will. Ryan Anderson was at the forefront, it seems, of that movement.
Yeah, especially at his volume of threes. He's never been just a secondary floor spacer. He's a go-to scoring threat with his outside shooting.
And here are the Rockets now, following the bucket by the Lakers. To the middle, here's Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Oh, man, Capella absolutely destroys the opposition on the offensive glass, using that gigantic body of his to snag down second chance opportunity.
Now here's Paul. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And that one, good. Rockets trail by 5. With it, Anderson the screen. Williams for 3. That's his 4th miss from the 4th. He's made 2 of his shots.
And you know what? He's just not going to change. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Pass to Zubac. He dishes it to George. 5 on the clock. Shot off the pit. Not enough on that one as it misses.
You can bet if he's left open from there again, he's probably going to knock that one down.
And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession.
What an awful decision there. No reason that turnover should have taken place.
Some changes for the Lakers.
Timeout.
Anthony
Timeout.
comes in for George, and B subbed in for Chris Paul. Houston with a big group substitution here. Nene, he's checked in for Clint Capella. Harrell comes in for Ryan Anderson. Eric Gordon, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Lou Williams. Chris, so often we'll see one play in a game that seems to change the mentality, the momentum, the feel on the floor. As a player, do you feel it when one play, just one play, can alter the mood of a game, change the pace of a game?
Well, yeah, Kevin, you can definitely feel it. I mean, a lot of times, you're trying to invoke it, implore it. You're trying to speak it into existence.
Yes.
So, if you see someone that gets a big steal when you need one and you guys have been, plotting for it on the sideline in the huddle, or if you see a guy hit a big three that ties up the game, and, it's a 17-4 run, and it makes everyone believe, and then the roar of the crowd and how that goes, momentum is definitely tangible. When you see someone get dunked on and one poster, take the lead up by one, crowd goes crazy. I believe, it actually affects you physically.
Yes.
Your heartbeat, your pulse, your endorphins, your adrenaline, everything gets going. So, yeah, you definitely can feel when the play alters the mood of the game.
Great way to put it. Lakers leading by 5. To the middle. Here's Wade. Los Angeles with another miss.
Oh, he couldn't have asked for a better look there. He just didn't get it to go.
Harden kicks to Nene. And slam dunk by Nene.
You just love how Harden moves the rock. When a teammate is wide open, he gets it to him so fast.
LeBron a screen on Beverly. Ball the pass to James. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Montrezl here.
And gang, think about LeBron James now in his 30s. I mean, seems like he's been in this league forever. And it's easy to forget that he's already logged over 45,000 minutes in his career. I mean, that's more than Jordan, Magic, Larry, Neek, Iverson. I mean, you could go down the list. It takes a toll on your body. I think what will help him, though, is he's got the mind. I mean, from an IQ standpoint, it's up there with the greats who've ever played the game, and that's what allows you to sustain excellence over a long period of time.
Tariq Black, he's checked in for the Lakers. Tyler Ennis comes in for Dwayne Wade. And a switch here also for Houston. Decker's checked in. And he ends up missing both free throws. And LeBron still playing big minutes despite dealing Greg with knee and back issues over the better part of the decade.
Yeah, and we're so used to thinking of him as being superhuman. I mean, he does everything he can to maintain that physicality. I mean, he's installed a cold tub in his actually home for recovery, even cutting carbs out of his diet to slim down and reduce that wear and tear. Great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive play.
It's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here's Beverly. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And the wide open shot from Decker. Releases from the wing and drills it. Lakers leading by 3. The pass to Black. LeBron kicks to Anthony. And it goes as the official calls the field. Count it. Shoot one more at the free throw line.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
The Lakers making a switch here. Yang's checked in. And for Carmelo Anthony, one thing that he doesn't get enough credit for is, Greg, his rebound.
And Melo's never been a bad rebounder, but in the past few seasons, you can see he's emphasized that more active in terms of closing out on possessions, has a great base and wide shoulders to secure position on the box out.
Now here's Gordon. Feeds it to Nene. Black grabs the board.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
And it's Dang in the corner. It's good. The assist that time for Menace. James got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Back to Beverly. To the wing on the left. Houston's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Gordon dishes to Nene. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. Chris, as you look around the league today, who's the most entertaining player for your money to watch?
Oh, wow, that's so tough. I mean, LeBron is always entertaining because he makes his players better and gets them involved. But you look at a guy like Curry and his ball handling. You look at a guy like Kyrie Irving and the things that he can do out there. And for young guys, just look at Wiggins and Karl Anthony Towns. I mean, the things that kid can do out there, oh, man, the sky's the limit.
Well said. And the first one goes. And when having discussions about the Lakers over the years, one word that has rarely been mentioned is rebuild. The franchise is used to championships, not rebuilding.
And another word that they lack is superstar. You're not accustomed to seeing the Lakers without a true superstar on that roster. And they've also always been a top destination for the A-list free agents.
Ennis kicks to Anthony. Steps back and fires. And another basket for the Lakers.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Outside Gordon. 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. They get it back. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. And here we go with the breakdown tonight of the front court and back court rebounding numbers for the Lakers.
And their big men are getting the majority of the rebounds. You like all 5 guys boxing out and getting on the glass, but at the end of the day, that's their role to control the board.
That's good from Harrell. Well, it's no secret, Chris, that Mike D'Antoni is an offensive-minded coach.
Well, everywhere he's gone, offense has not been the problems for his teams. He's long been regarded as the mastermind of one of the best offensive teams ever with the Suns. A lot of his assistants from those days are now head coaches in the league on the front office.
And that one goes in, 2 from the line that time. Lakers leading by 9. It's Carmelo Anthony on the way. 54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also.
And Beverly kicks to Gordon. 3-pointers off the mark. And then he's gone 2 of 4 from New York to start the game. Passing the ball. Corner shot. Good on the jump shot.
Couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
The beginning of this game has had their imprint all over it.
Shot game clock separated by 5. Decker passes to Nene. From down in the low post, it goes. Nene's got 6.
Wow, what a smart play. He recognized the height advantage and went straight to the rack.
Here's Ennis. Anthony left side. 1 second left. And it's in. He's comes off the right side. Anthony's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Lakers on top, up 11. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And earlier, Chris Paul told us about the depth of their roster. So important for any team.
Our bench is amazing. It's so exciting because when our bench comes in, more often than not, if we're losing, they're going to get us the lead. And if we have the lead, they're going to increase the lead. And it's fun to watch because everybody cheers for each other, too.
When your starters feel that good about their second unit guys, that's a heck of an asset that a team can have. And if you've seen Chris Paul cheering from the bench, you know that it's very, very true.
And that's the kind of team that's always been so much fun to play on. Everybody's really pulling for one another, no matter who's playing. Even in practice, with that kind of a team, you tend to have more fun.
And welcome back. It's been all one-sided so far through the first quarter as our second quarter gets underway. And for the Lakers, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Smooth sailing from an offensive standpoint thus far.
Oh, yeah, good recognition, finding a number of weaknesses in the defense, and then relentless in exploiting them.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Clint Capella is out there with Ryan Anderson. Then it's Trevor Ariza. Then it's Harden. And it's Gordon in at the two-guard spot.
Yeah, heard the whistle and then kept his focus and able to still knock it down.
Los Angeles shooting their fifth free throw of the game here.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Robinson. And Chris, you're part of perhaps one of the most exclusive clubs in NBA history as you were selected first overall in your draft. What was that like? What an experience that must have been.
Oh, man, Kevin, it was a wonderful moment. I mean, you know, I worked so hard to get there. I come off of disappointment in college, and so working hard and being able to kind of put that behind you and get right to the next level and be the #1 pick, you know, I was just honored. I was thankful. I was humble. It was just a blessing, you know, and the craziest part about it is that it happened in Detroit at the Palace, where I won 2 state championships there. I won 3 state championships in Michigan and 2 specifically in the Palace and at Auburn Hills. And so that place is always going to be special to me. And just growing up and being the #1 pick, you know, it was just an honor.
And the thing about Laker fans, I mean, they've always been used to their team being the favorite to win most nights. Lately, though, it's more about the excitement that the young players bring to the game and hopefully the bright future ahead.
Houston making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Free throws, good from Anthony. And thinking about the element of excitement that the Lakers bring, it's about watching their tremendous athletes who also happen to have a lot of skill, too.
Yeah, it's a different kind of showtime for the Lakers. I mean, it's the joy of watching the young guys grow up and the pain of seeing them make mistakes. One thing we can say about Tinseltown, though, it's never boring.
No. Los Angeles leading by 11. Closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. George, no good. The Rockets have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Ariza kicks to Anderson. Busts up Hendis, finish in traffic. Anderson's got his first points of the game.
And defensively, they're on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer,
LeBron James has stepped up over the years, both on and off the court. Of course, he plays with that reckless abandon, but off the floor, he's been very involved in vocal about social issues. And more dramatically, he entrusted his marketing empire to his childhood friends. People called it the worst decision ever. All this to 3 guys who didn't finish college and got dirt thrown on all of us, but I always believed in them. Kevin, you can't say it hasn't worked out.
He's broken the mold, D.A. Thank you.
And last season, Paul George getting back to the All-Star game. I mean, well documented, going through that awful compound fracture in his leg, and said that All-Star appearance was the most meaningful one of his career. And one of my favorite players and people in our game. It's just really great to see him back and playing at such a high level.
some changes. Tarek Black, he's checked in for Thomas Robinson. And James subbed in for Anthony. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. Harden. Got it, and the Laker lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the basket from Ryan Anderson. And the Pacers asking George to play more power forward last season. He was a little apprehensive, I think, Greg, initially, especially coming off that injury.
Yeah, and he ended up mostly guarding on the wing. They let C.J. Miles do the dirty work on the block. But the extra space afforded by their spread taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. LeBron against Anderson. Back to Williams. A three-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 11. Paul outside. He kicks to Black. Back to Paul. He feeds it to George. To the paint. Shot clock at 6. Black, no good. The Rockets have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Harden outside. Ariza sets his screen for Harden. From deep. And it's Wade with the rebound.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
There's the dish to Black. The feed to James. Fires top of the key. That's good on the jump shot. James has got the lead up to 13 now for the Lakers.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Again, the miss by Harden.
Cold start to this game for him. A lot of his shots have been off.
Here's Black. That ball, high speed that time from George. George has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Harden on the wing, defended by Paul. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
I love his effort so far. It's scoring at a consistent clip. Unfortunately, though, his team remains well behind. And for years, we've heard everyone point out the fact that Harden doesn't play great defense. Sometimes he can even be a liability on the floor. Let's see if he takes pride in his individual and team defense this year.
And it does seem easy at times to pick on Harden for his lack of defensive prowess, but you watch the tape, Chris, and you watch the games, and he just won't put forth the needed effort on that end of the floor.
And look, as a leader to the rest of your teammates, it can be frustrating for teammates and coaches alike. It's not a physical issue. It is the question of, is one motivated? Does one care? What about the awareness of the floor? Unfortunately, Harden is the only one that can change how he plays defense.
And a record-setting year for Harden in 2016, but Chris, not the kind he wanted. He would end up setting the NBA record for most turnovers in a single season with 374. Wow.
That's terrible, but as bad as 374 sounds, it isn't too terrible when you look at the context of what Harden's responsibilities were on that offense. Often he would act as the lone playmaker and be prone to forcing plays. Nevertheless, taking care of the ball is something that he knows he has to work on.
And both free throws good for James Harden.
Strong take to get the foul there after not getting it there in the first quarter.
They set the pick. A shot by Paul. Nobody around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
To get him that kind of a look.
Horrendous defense right there. Does the defense know who they're leaving wide open? You can't do that with him.
And I think it's safe to say at this point that Chris Paul is one of the all-time greats at that point guard position. Just so strong in his ability to lead a team both offensively and defensively. And you get everything you want from him as a lead guard. I mean, he's not afraid of the big moment. Also willing to be that vocal leader that you often need at times. Let's see if ultimately he can be rewarded with a chance to play for a championship.
Rockets making a change here as well. Nene is checked in. Rockets trail by 14. You talk about Paul as one of the great point guards. He led the way in the NBA for a long time as it became a more guard-centric league. And you know all about guard play.
Yeah, great point. And you talk to the other guards around the NBA, and they'll recognize Paul as a pathfinder for this generation. Everyone admires his competitiveness and attention to detail. And when it's all said and done, history will look fondly on his accomplishments.
Well, even though the defense made their presence felt, he needs to hit inside shots like that.
Outside from past the arc. Another miss by Houston.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
The drive by LeBron. Zubac, that's good. 9 points in the game so far.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Ariza outside. Williams up on top. He has 5. 5 to shoot. Poked away. Out of bounds. Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Now we'd like to take this moment to show you the teams that a year ago made a trademark of scoring points off turnovers. In second, the Rockets.
And they turned all those mistakes into points at the other end. That aggressive style really yielding big dividends.
Has a wide open look.
Not much success from beyond the arc for him here. They should look to work it inside a little bit more and get some easy looks in the paint.
There's a screen. James kicks to Black. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard, and the shot will go to the line. It's on Nene. Well, it was a very disappointing 2016 for the Rockets. Once again ousted by Golden State, but this time it was in the first round as an 8th seed.
Well, you can see the Rockets falling behind the rest of the West last year, and you had the feeling the season was going to be rough for them. Changing coaches in the middle of the season like they did is also a tough thing to overcome. Hard to believe that they are a year removed from playing in the Western Conference Finals.
And he makes the first. Steph Curry, the first unanimous MVP winner last season, Chris. I heard it suggested that former MVPs should get a vote on who wins the award. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I agree with that, of course. I agree that players should vote most of the time because they're really out there on the floor and they get to see the nuances and intangibles of the game that we don't get to see. And I also have another idea for All-Star. How about this, Kevin? Three-point shooting contest. After we have the winner of the three-point shooting contest with NBA players only, then the next day we come back and we have the winner go against former winners. You know, just think about seeing Larry Bird out there, Craig Hodges out there, Deshaun Leonard out there.
Yes.
Oh, Steve Kerr out there. You know, I'd love to see it because one thing about basketball, it transcends everything, including age, and the jump shot never gets old. I'd love to see that.
Great perspective. Now, here's Beverly. He's guarded closely. Right side, Gordon. 3T that time from James.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Stolen by Nene. They need this one. It's going to go that time. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. Here's Ennis. And the shot no good, a bit short.
That would have been lucky had it fallen 4 shots away.
Well, that's just not why to take that shot in that situation. He'll think better of it next time.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Robinson's checked in for the Lakers. Timeout called the Rockets.
stats for him. Averaged about 15 points a game, 2 assists and 2 rebounds. And after a disappointing season last time around, he's got to feel like he's got a lot to prove.
Nene, the screen, down low, got a piece of it. Decker dishes to Gordon. Harrell, the pass to Nene. They need this. The shot is good off the backboard. Nene's got 8 points.
His in-between game, always a work in progress, but the D still can't just leave him all by himself right there.
Ennis passes to Zubac. Ennis kicks to Dang. To the middle. 1:44 left in the second quarter. Back to Beverly. Dishes to Decker. Fires for 3. And there's the call on the net. That'll be his second foul of the game. Decker gets the bucket.
He's just so good from out there, even when the defense is tight.
The Lakers making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. Lakers leading by 13. Now Ennis. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Beverly with the ball. Now guarded by Ennis. And Beverly kicks to Nene. Stolen by Robinson. And the shot counts. He's fouled. It's a chance for a 3-point play.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to Paul.
The Lakers have gone 6 of 9 at the line.
This Rockets team, as impressive as they are on the offensive end, they do have their weak spots. One big one is rebounding and closing out possessions. They just give up way too many second chance looks.
Now here's Decker. He has 5. A jump hook, and Nene gets it to go on the assist by Decker. 10 points for Nene.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Ennis passes the ball. Kicks to Carmelo. The Rockets pull it in. And the rebounding problem to the Rockets, Chris, makes a lot of sense with their lineups. They often will go small in the forward positions for stretches of time.
Well, that's their weakness, and that's the part where they can fall behind with rebounding. A lot of it is that they get out of position too often. Rebounding is one reason why they can falter defensively for long stretches at a time.
Now here's Ennis. Following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Anthony missing again.
They were right up in his grill. Really gave him no breathing room to release that one clean.
Now here's Beverly. Nene, the screen. Shot by Gordon, wide open. And another 3 for Houston.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly. Just dishing the ball.
And that does it for the first half of play. Lakers lead by 11. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Carmelo looked like the offense was really working there. How were you guys able to get things going so well?
We got vets. We got guys that know how to play basketball. We come together as a team. We doing that. We can try to take it one day at a time. That's it.
Well, thanks for your time, Carmelo. See you in the second half. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaq and Kenny. And an exciting time of the year as one of the first games of the regular season is halfway through. It's the Lakers out on top at halftime. They lead by 11. And we'll start with the big fella, Shaq, which is...
Well, what's really shifted the game in their favor has been their rebounding. They got a good edge on the board, and that's a product of their hard work. All 5 guys have been battling, putting everything they had to fight on the glass. That needs to remain the focus for 2 more quarters if they want to hang on to their lead.
How about you, Kenny? What did you think about Houston?
Well, they're facing a team that shot very well in the first half. Now, that being said, they probably weren't aggressive enough on the defensive end. That was the difference.
That that's it for halftime. We will see you and you too later. Now back to the action.
Welcome you back. We begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, guys, but you know, anything can happen. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
Always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
That's just an amazing skill set, plus the great instincts. Knows intuitively how to get himself open.
Trailed by 11. LeBron James is out there with Paul George. And there's Dwayne Wade. Then it's Chris Paul. And it's Zubac in at the 5. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half.
Great way to start the half. Easy layup against some stuff.
Now, I can tell you this from personal experience, and that's seeing your first shot of the half go in is always a confidence boost. Let's see if they can build on it.
No good from Wade. And for the Rockets, they're shooting in this game 45%. And Anderson kicks to Capella. And the dunk by Capella.
Capella is just fantastic at dunking at home, leaving no mistake on these kinds of chances in the league.
Nobody near George. Rockets with the rebound. Capella's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Martin outside. Second half is getting started about a minute later. 6 on the shot clock. Ariza has the open look. He is held in by Zubac. Lakers leading by 7. And George kicks to James. Inside. And stolen by Williams. Reed. Good.
Started the second half nicely there. Love those easy lay-ins to get things going.
It's a nice momentum builder coming out of halftime for sure.
Now, here's Capella. 6 points for him. Williams dishes to Anderson. Here's Capella. So the whistle blows on the shot. 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Oh, man, in the 6'10" frame of Capella. I mean, when he's close inside, he's a huge threat to put the ball in the bucket. When you watch Clint Capella play, you notice how smooth he moves for a center of his size. He gets off the floor easily to contest shots or grab boards. He can cover a lot of space in a short amount of time when acting as a help defender.
No good on that. And with Capella and his movement, you also like what it does for him in transition.
Don't forget, Capella has that deceptive limp, too. You don't think he can take off from that far out and get a shot. But all of a sudden, boom, he's dunking right there on your dome for throwing your shot out to the 3rd row for a souvenir for some kid to take home.
No good on the second free throw.
Wow, and the big man Capella has proven to be a reliable role player, a strong physical presence who takes smart shots and contributes well on defense.
The 3 from George. That ball, nice lead that time from Dwayne Wade.
Somebody's not reading the scouting report. How can you leave this guy uncovered from range? It's a mystery.
Anderson, a screen on James. And here is Williams. He has 5. 6 to shoot to the inside. Capella missed inside.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
It's stolen by Capella. And now the fast break Anderson with the ball from downtown. The shot, no good. And the Lakers going the other way now. George passes to Paul. Here's Zubac. LeBron left side. Pass to Paul. And another 3 for the Lakers.
And from an offensive standpoint, they have just been stellar.
No question. They're really converting every opportunity on the offensive end of the floor.
Now a timeout called by Houston. And LeBron James, a four-time MVP, widely considered as the best basketball player in the world. The last few seasons, though, Steph Curry has called that into question. What do you think, Greg?
Well, listen, Steph Curry's amazing, but I think when you look at the overall impact on the game, I'd still give a slight edge to LeBron James. He does everything from rebounding like a forward to scoring like a wing to passing like a point guard.
Let's take a look at last season's best transition team. In third, the Rockets.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Rockets trail by 15. Harden outside. Ariza outside. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Williams. To stop the run. Doesn't go for him. Good D by Wade.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And a great assist by Paul. That one goes in. Paul's got 3 assists in the game. Harden against Paul. He's tightly guarded, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Harden's got 14 points for the game. Here's the Lakers with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Paul kicks to George. T-Wade on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. And there's the pass to Zubac. It's stolen by Capella. And here's Harden for 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got his 6th rebound on the night. And it's Wade with the jam.
There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
Well, they just look sharper out there compared to their opponents, and it's because of how they are spreading the floor on offense.
Here is Harden after the basket by the Lakers. And pushing it out, here's Los Angeles. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Paul. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
And all of a sudden, you can see the confidence overflowing offensively.
Well, sometimes it just takes a couple of shots to fall. They're on the roll right now.
Now, here's Capella. 6 points for him. They set the screen from deep. Harden. Kept alive by Houston. Tries again. And, yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. 8 points for him.
Come on, when Capella is training the mid-range J, the D has to be nervous. He is really demonstrating signs of improvement.
Zubac the pass to Wade. Using his post move to get the 2 points. Wade's got 9 points here in the second half.
I mean, on offense, he has been a constant force. You get him the ball, and there's a good chance he's going to knock that shot down.
Harden with it. 14 points for him. Here's Williams, and Houston again with the bucket. Here's the Lakers with the ball. They're on a 17-6 run, and the Lakers call time here. the shots have been coming from.
And the way they have been shooting from deep, boy, that's been impressive. Talk about making the most of your opportunities. This game would look very different if they weren't dialed in from deep. As it stands, however, they are in control, and the defense has to adjust to how they defend beyond the arc.
Pass the ball. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Here's Decker. Off target with his three. And here's Los Angeles. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Dang. Lays it up and in on a nice reverse. Dang's got 5 points so far.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Decker dishes to Gordon. Off target from three-point range.
Well, first let's talk about the pick. That was as lazy of a screen as I've ever seen. You have to commit on it if you want to get your teammate open.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Solid defense. They weren't going anywhere against them there.
The shot's good.
And Kevin, when Beverly gets these shots inside, he's just remarkably efficient. He just has tremendous touch on these shots.
And here is Los Angeles now, following the score by Houston. Wade, 13 feet away. And the shot is long. Nuggets trail by 18. Over in the corner, Beverly. From beyond the arc, it's hauled in by Los Angeles. Wade outside. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. And it's Nene with the rebound. Nene's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Beverly. From outside the arc, buries the long-range jumper. Beverly's got 5 points now this quarter.
And Beverly has wonderful moves and has a great stroke from downtown. Gotta love how he rises up with plenty of confidence.
Robinson, a screen on Beverly, feeds it to Anthony. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. He's got 12.
And how about that? Responding to the three-pointer against them with a quick one of their own.
I like that style. Lose 3 points, get them right back at the other end. That's good basketball.
Now here's Wade. 16 points for him. Robinson, a screen on Gordon. 3-pointer. Wade, defensive rebound. Robinson. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Now when you think of the great playmakers in league history, John Stockton per game averaged double-digit dimes. Think of this. For his career, 15,806 career assists. A record you knew right off would stand for a very long time.
And guys, you know, you look up point guard in the dictionary, and there's a nice little picture of John Stockton there. I mean, he is an unreal distributor. Controlled the game like no one ever has before or since. It's no coincidence that Utah never missed the playoffs in any of the 19 seasons that John Stockton was at the helm.
Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Rockets. Hits them both. There's 1:38 left to play in the third. And Beverly kicks to Gordon. Nene against Anthony. The shot by Nene. No good. Los Angeles leading by 20. Wade has the open look. Hits it from three-point range. Wade's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Lakers.
His team is up, and he still is having a phenomenal quarter from the field. Look out.
Wade against Gordon. 1:03 left in the third quarter. And that one drops. Gordon's got 5. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
Now here's Anthony. He's got 12. The team hit on that pass fake, and that freed him up.
But what I like is completely in rhythm. The turnaround jumper, I can see them going to that play again.
Here's Nene. The shot that time, right on target. Excellent D that time from Robinson.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Anthony. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. There's 21 seconds left here in the third quarter. Now Beverly. He's got 5. Nene, the screen. Here's Gordon. Misses. The 3 quarters of play all in the books. And this one all but over already. Los Angeles on top, opening up a huge gap. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Here's Ennis. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. Williams is out there with Decker. Then there's Brown. Then there's Harrell. And it's Taylor in at the 2. So it's the Lakers now. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. Offensive rebound. Robinson misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
2 open that time. Made it look too easy. Taylor's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Rockets. Lakers leading by 23. Ennis kicks to Black. It's good. The assist that time for Ennis.
And the pass was right in stride. Extremely accurate setting up the shot.
The Rockets shooting 43% from the floor. Now here's Brown. Here's Decker. Good from outside. Chris, when a player gets traded mid-season and has to relocate their life in an instant, snap of a finger, how big of a distraction can that be?
It can be a very big distraction, especially when you're in love with the city, when you've been with the team for so long. It depends on what point. I mean, if you want to get out of there, there's no distraction at all. Your feet hit the ground, 10 toes down, let's go. But if you want to be there, you feel a little bad. You wish you could have finished what you started. You feel a little betrayed. But then you have to realize on the other end that somebody out there wants you. And so at the same time, you got to get up right away and be loyal to the team that wants you to play as hard as you can for them, because that's who you are. It's a professional business, and the best players in this league learn quickly that you need to have sharp skill sets at all times, and you need to be ready to go at all times, and most importantly, no excuses, no one cares.
Great perspective. Here's Decker, following the basket by Thomas Robinson. Houston moving it around. Taylor kicks to Decker. Williams passes to Decker. A rebound by the Lakers. Black's got 6 rebounds in the game. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Dang gets a wide open look. No good with the triple. For Houston, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Brown outside. Taylor kicks to Williams. It's Brown on the wing. Nailed from three-point land.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
And the Lakers call time here. And with digital distribution, so many more fans getting access, Chris, to the NBA than ever before. It's had a big impact on the game, don't you think?
Oh, I love it. For a guy like me that travels all the time and spends probably 50% of my week on an airplane, I tell you what, I love it. I get to watch the games live, and you know, I just, the only thing I'm mad about, Kevin, is that I didn't have this when I was a kid. To be able to see this, you know how many events I had to go to with my mom and miss those Piston games? I wish I would have been able to have a mobile device at that time to watch those games on.
Yes. Los Angeles now. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. All up top, guarded by Hart. Drops in the tray. And 13 points for LeBron.
That's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
Wow. Bad defense can cost you dearly. I'd be surprised if they found a way to get back in this one.
Lakers have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. They set the pick. Deflects the pass. And it's the Rockets on the break. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
31. What amazing concentration from Ariza. So good at welcoming these hits and finishing his stop.
Corey Brewer's checked in for Dwayne Wade.
Kev, whenever I see Trevor Ariza out there, I can't help but think of how he came into the spotlight. He went from being a role player early to becoming a major part of teams after his stint with the Lakers. He said he learned a lot from playing with Kobe.
Paul kicks to George. There's the dish to Brewer. Over to the left wing. And there's the 3-second violation. Dwayne Wade is checked in for the Lakers. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And with Ariza, part of his progression was natural, but he knows that he made a huge jump after he played with Kobe in L.A.
Well, I thought his quote about playing against Kobe was great. I mean, he said, the first time I played against Kobe, he scored 40 on me. The last time I guarded him, he scored 35, so I guess I got a little bit better. You know what? Great season. Just glad to see it.
Here's LeBron. The Rockets making the shot. He dishes it to Paul. Back to LeBron. All sorts of time. Offensive rebound. And the basket is good. About to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. From George. Look around the NBA, Chris, at all the head coaches, a lot of new names. Why do you think teams are still looking for fresh faces on the bench? Guys that may not have the big name that get the head coaching jobs.
Well, I think because guys want to see something new. I think sometimes you get to see a guy's personality or a situation may precede itself as far as for a coach. And so I think a lot of times people just kind of want to start things off with a clear slate their way and have the loyalty of a guy that's only coached for their team. And for some it works, for some it doesn't. But once again, there's only one championship to go around the year.
And here is Williams after Dwayne Wade hitting the three. Williams against Wade. From 13. Williams can't get it to go. The Lakers have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Jordan. And the Lakers making a change here. Ennis is checked in. Nene, he's checked in for Houston. Rockets shooting it well here in the fourth quarter. 50%. Williams kicks to Harden. Harden with the stop.
I mean, and just think about it, Kevin. With Harden, he can score from just about anywhere, even the locker room. I mean, when he's scoring from a number of spots, the D is in for a long day.
Now, here's Paul. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. Beyond the arc. And it's George again missing.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Nene down low. That one's not going to go. And the Lakers will go the other way with it. LeBron dishes to Ennis. Kicks it out to Paul. Here's the 3. Back to LeBron. On the arc. The rebound by Harden. For Houston, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Riza. Here's Nene. Oh, yes, the turnaround.
The passion, the skill, taking full advantage on the offensive boards.
And here's George. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession.
What an awful decision there. No reason that turnover should have taken place.
Wade, he's checked in for Tyler Ennis. And a change for the Rockets. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Nene. Williams kicks to Harden. He feeds it to Capella. Ariza outside. Dishes it to Harden. Paul with the defensive effort.
He's usually very dependable from that range, but the D got themselves in that play and got him off kilter.
LeBron outside. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
Oh, you asking me? The defense has been garbage. I've lost track. The D has been non-existent, and they've taken full advantage of it.
And Ariza isn't a guy you build a team around, Chris, but he is a solid starter in the NBA.
And he's a guy that's supposed to get more credit for his tenacity on the defensive end. His frame and defensive fundamentals allow for a lot of flexibility from his coach. He still has fast hands and is always up there in steals when the season comes to a close.
That free throw good from Trevor Ariza. Chris, when you think about what you've been able to accomplish throughout your life to this point, aside from your NBA career, what have been some of your most fulfilling experiences?
You know what? I think are my charities. I think working with people in the cities that I've played with and in my home of Detroit and trying to help and give back in some of those ways. I think sports-wise, of course, is high school titles, playing in college with my boys. And personally, art-wise, I would have to say being a producer and producing 2 songs for Nas, one of the greatest rappers that ever, walked the face of this earth. And so being able to produce 2 songs on an album like that, just a great feel. So for me, I've never been one to really just share those passions and talk about them. But, I definitely would say charity and arts, two big passions of mine.
Well said. Here's Paul, following the score by Lou Williams. Paul with the ball. Williams picks him up. Paul passes to Wade. Steps back and fires. A great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Harden dishes to Anderson. 1:22 left to play here in the fourth. Inside, here's Ariza. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close, you really got to give it up here for Los Angeles.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
Well, you know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season. And while it's a team game, you can't win without guys showing up. And that was the case tonight for Wade.
The energy he had, the will he showed at the offensive end was unbelievable. Even if we don't expect anything less for him, you still have to appreciate this kind of performance all the same. He was a monster.
So it's the Lakers now, following the score by Houston. LeBron passes to Zubac. They set the pick. Just 5 to shoot. George has a two-pointer. And the Lakers get it back. Wade outside. Outside, George. LeBron James on the wing. And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but we have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Paul. Congrats on the win. Where's your team's attitude right now?
Continue to play together, and we can just stick to that. Keep working, staying confident, keep defending, and knocking shots down. We'll be all right.
Looked like it all came together tonight, Paul. Thanks very much. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And time now to head over to Ernie Johnson for the 2K postgame show. The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you so much, Kevin. And with this one in the books, we're ready to present our Jordan player of the game. Dwayne Wade took the second half of this game by storm. Time and time again, he came up with huge plays for his team.
Dwayne Wade was simply not going to let his team lose tonight. His efficiency was on display. Just another game to add to D-Wade's Hall of Fame highlight reel.
Oh, boy, he had the arena rocking tonight with the show he put on. That's one of the best performances I've seen from him. Something just clicked. I don't know what it was. It just all came together.
And that's it for tonight. But we've got a whole new NBA season ahead of us. For Shaquille O'Neal,